Where the hell did that gnat come from?
Eat it, you'll gain its powers.
I want to fly and annoy people. I already do the one now, but I need to fly. Anyways. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And turn back now if you don't want spoilers, because out of all the figures, I think this is probably the most spoiler-y.
You know what? We don't even have to say this because the thumbnail will be self-explanatory, okay?
I'll probably tell spoiler in the title just because some of them it's maybe implied that there might be some spoilers. This guy's full-blown just a spoiler on the actual, just what it comes with. Even just the packaging. So anyways, what we're going to go over today is the Playmates Battle Damage Skullcrawler with Heave Vehicle. Heave. Stands for Hollow Earth Anti-Gravity Vehicle. That tells you something already probably about the plot. What's cool about this is actually like the first standard size Skullcrawler figure we've gotten. Then there's Battle Damage, which is kind of cool. It's a very a
lot of these figures are Battle Damage. I don't know how I feel about
a lot, as in all of them in these scales.
Yes.
But it's neat. It kind of harkens back to the old Jurassic Park toys, the Kenner alien figures, some of those you can get with Battle Damage. It's just it's a common thing for old collectibles, and I appreciate it. For me, as somebody that just buys a lot of figures and displays them, it gives it a little bit more bang for your buck already.
Somebody should appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah, and then for kids, it's got Battle Damage in a vehicle. What more? For 10, less, that was 9 something for this.
Yeah, 9.
97,
I think it was.
947. No, it was 980 something. Oh, it's less. It's slightly less than $10, but. It seems like you get quite a bit of bang for your buck, but we'll go over the
984, baby.
Finer details. So yeah, it's almost right. This is the first of the 4 that we are doing, because starting with the packaging here, kind of like what we have with the giant Godzilla, with the Godzilla vs. Kong, about the battle on the top here. Tells you about the battle damage, the HEAV vehicle, Monsterverse. Got some flaming buildings, Godzilla vs. Kong on the side, but the figure is on this side. And on the back, we've gotten all the other figures down here, except I'm pretty sure that Warbat is not a thing currently.
I looked. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, literally, we've seen 3 cases of these so far, and none have a Warbat. There's an individual case for the Kong with the Battle Axe, and then the Kong with the Battle Axe comes with, it's a Hollow Earth package, and that came with Godzilla's. Well, with the one Godzilla with the radio tower, this, and then there's a Godzilla set. Now, we haven't seen the one that there's a Kong with a fighter jet and the Warbat with Osprey. Which, the Warbat here is also a spoiler figure, in a sense, because we've seen, jack of this thing. So, we're not sure if that's out yet, or maybe, just nobody's seen it yet. Because even, looking online, I haven't seen anybody that's come across these 2 figures as of yet.
I haven't seen it yet, to be honest with you.
But we'll definitely keep an eye out. I'm sure it'll show up in stores. Also, I think these are only available at Walmart.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So make sure to go check those out. They are starting to show up now in stores. And I think officially next week is when they really start coming out. But anyways, let's get them open up out of his cardboard prison. Alright, so now we got the Skullcrawler open up out of its cardboard prison. First and foremost, it's got some accessories and some minor assembly. Because the tail you will have to attach. All the figures with tails will have to be attached for the Godzilla ones. They're already going to be popped on, but we'll reference them for that section there. Also, it comes with the HEAV. Doesn't look too shabby.
I guess it's a free accessory. Thank you.
It's gray. It's got a window. There's some detailing. I'm satisfied.
Whoa. We got a window up in here?
Yeah, look, there's a window.
Oh.
There's a window. You can see the fans on the side. The propulsions on the side got detailing. Nothing on the bottom. It's hollow as the earth, if you will. But
Steve made a pun. And it was almost funny.
Yeah, we try here. Got some extra plating on the top. This is cool. This standing on your shelf, I think would work pretty well. Don't know really the context of this for the film. I imagine they're going to be going through trying to find Kaiju, because that would kind of make sense why this guy would probably be making an appearance, because maybe this is just what they've come into contact with, trying to like traverse.
Going through the Earth.
Yeah, like that would be my assumption anyways. And kind of the reason why we're getting more of these guys is maybe because they show up. Which would be cool. Like, I always thought the Skullcrawler was actually a fairly neat kaiju. For the other accessory, or gimmick, I should say, it has the battle damage on the back here. So you can see the segmenting section. Which I will say, when I first heard about this, I was kind of skeptical, because I was like, oh yeah, you're going to have like giant gaps in the plastic. But I think it's not bad. Like, you have it right here where you kind of like put your thumb in to pry it open. But, like, it being on your shelf, like, that's not going to be too bad. Like, literally, you're going to probably have it sitting like this. It's not super noticeable.
It's not bad. It's $9.
Yeah, then your con smacks into it, and pshaw, you got violence. I kind of wish he had, like, some bone coloring here, though. That's a little disappointing.
That's where you come into play, Steve.
I do think if I find another one of these, we might do a custom here. And not might, I will if I can find another Skullcrawler. But anyways, so you do have its ribcage and spine. This thing would be dead though if like this much of this thing came off of it. Shit. I would imagine it wouldn't be a fun time. It would be kind of cool maybe if they would have like the mold for this on the back of the plastic here. So like when it came off, you kind of like see where the bones like used to be. Anyways,
I wonder who rips that part out of him. Is it Godzilla or Kong?
Well, I would imagine Kong, I would guess. But then again, I don't know if, like, does this actually pertain to the film with the battle damage?
At this point, just assume that it does. Everyone just assumes shit anyway.
Well, to be fair, if Kong has a giant battle axe, I imagine he's going to cause some harm with that thing. So, there is that. Outside of that, that's pretty much it for the Skullcrawler. Close look at the details. Head sculpt's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Granted, the eyes are kind of not in the right place. They are a little bit downshifted to where you could tell where the mold is for the eye, which is sad. It could just be this figure in particular, but it's something to bring up here. Because initially you would think the eye would be here. And when you watch the movie, it kind of looks like that when it's like looking forward, but the eyes are actually offset to the back a bit. Which I always thought was kind of like a neat idea. So like if the monsters were, say, somebody like the monster is trying to go for its eye, it would go for the wrong spot.
Yeah.
You can see this side.
False advertisement.
Yeah, the eyes painted here. For the teeth are all pretty much the same color as the front of the face here with this light gray. Tongue actually has paint. You can also bend it back so you can have your Kong like treating this thing like a T-Rex. Oh. If you want. But I do love that it actually has a hinge for the articulation, so it can open and close. Which is a little sad because like the $20 giant one had like 0 jaw articulation. But like the small ones do.
Hey, the $20 one had had articulation at his feet. What more you want from him?
Want my money back, what I want. Anyways, for the neck, it looks pretty good. Like overall, the detailing, like it's like the giant one, it's not super crazy, but it's there. I think this though, if you did some like dry brushing over top of it, it would actually probably make the detailing stand out a lot better. Because even on top of the head, you get some red paint here, going along the back of the spines here, give it a little extra coloring. It stops at the tail though. The tail is literally just one solid color. Which is, I think, like paint job wise, really my only negative. But then again, they kind of taper the red here.
Yeah.
So it makes sense per the paint job they did, but it's just kind of weird that there's nothing. Some more skin detailing on the side of the Kaiju. For its legs, it's got these giant little bony protrusions on the elbow, a la Guyver. My thing is the legs are a little weird because the hinge is on the side of the leg, so it sort of makes sense because it's getting a bit like this.
Yeah, but it's still though it does make it look a little weird.
It's like articulated. It's weird because you can get it forward. I guess you can get it forward and back pretty nicely. It's just like throwing me off. Like I would think the hinge would be this way, and then you could kind of just like ball joint it the other ways. But it's like it's like the opposite. So it's like they used the rotation here and then added the joint I guess it works. It threw me off when like I initially got out of the package. For the hands though, detailed nicely too. No paint job for the nails, sadly.
Oh.
It's got some detailing on the undersection of the palms. Like it's actually got like fingerprints, which is cool. Undersection doesn't look too bad either. You kind of see the Kaiju's ribs a little bit there. And overall, like, detail-wise, pretty satisfied with it. For its articulation, jaw can open and close. Little head. There's a segment here, but it doesn't really feel like it's supposed to move. The arms can go up about that far, down about that far. Or would they be legs?
I think it's more arms, because it's up the shoulders, right next to the neck.
You would think, but then again, like it's just like arm and tail. So this could be the hips.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I guess the hips would make more sense.
If you look at it that way.
It's weird. But you also get a rotation at the arms so they can go all the way around. Again, legs can go side to side, forward, back motion. Nothing at the hands. Nothing really at the tail till you get at the articulation part. Then this can rotate all the way around. And it's not a ball joint, so you can...
There's something there.
Yeah, you get a little bit of play with it, which is nice to see. For quick comparisons, here we have the Playmates Skullcrawler compared next to some other Godzilla vs. Kong Playmates figures with the Godzilla that had the radio tower and the Kong with battle axe. And here is some other Playmates figures with the Shin Godzilla and the Giant Godzilla 2021. And here is some NECA figures with the 2019 Birding Godzilla and the 1964 Godzilla. And here is some more high-end Kong figures with the SH Monstars 2005 Kong from the Peter Jackson film and the Mezco Kong from Skull Island. Here's the other Playmates Kong, the Skull Island Kong, and the only other Lanyard action figure we've got of a Skullcrawler. I think it's an improvement. So overall, for the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong Skullcrawler Battle Damage figure, this thing's actually pretty awesome.
Before we actually get into this, we're going to sit about this and think about this logically. Just before we say anything, you guys.
I just said it was awesome.
Gotta figure this is only $10 toy, okay?
It is only $10.
So what we say, don't get too butthurt about it if you don't like it or if you love it.
Yeah, because there's definitely going to be a lot of people that are upset that kind of like the NECA Godzilla line died for the sins of the Playmates Godzilla figures.
Because that's pretty much what happened.
But to be fair, like, we got a Skullcrawler, though.
Yeah, and not only that, there's $20 difference in these now.
No, like 15.
Think so?
No, like the Godzillas are still like 24-ish.
20. I thought everything went up to 29.
No, like the GMK one I got for like 24. He was a little cheaper.
Okay, so $15.
Yeah, so you could get like two and a half Skullcrawlers for the price of one NECA Godzilla figure.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair. Like, granted, it doesn't have the same amount of detailing and articulation, but it's got enough.
It's got enough to represent what it is.
Like, for the $10 price point, I think this figure in particular is easily the best buy out of all of them.
Yeah, that's why we did this one first.
Yeah, that's why we kind of start with this one, because I think this is probably the most exciting one, because we've gotten Godzillas, we've gotten Kongs. No Skullcrawler, really, outside of, like, there's the X Plus coming out, like the D4 reel, which is whatever. It's not really articulated.
Yeah.
And then we had the Lanyards, which, like, you got a Skullcrawler, quote unquote. But this is the first one you can actually like pair with an actual Godzilla figure. And to be honest, I don't think it really would be all that bad next to. It was not really a good Monstars version. I know there's like third-party people that have been making like 3D prints of these and selling, or like Kongs and selling them. This would actually work really nicely with those.
Yeah,
I would think. And then if they decide to make one, then you're kind of already set until they actually make an official one. So if you guys see this in stores, this is easily the best one I think to buy. Following probably the Kong because he has a battle axe and battle axes are cool.
I don't know. These Godzillas, I think they will shock us, Steve.
Oh, we'll get there, but what do you guys think? Have you guys picked up any of these figures? Are you guys excited about Godzilla vs. Kong, or is it a little bit past its prime now? Let us know in the comment section below. We also have an Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. Guys like to keep up to date with the channel and donate. We greatly appreciate it. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.